We have witnessed numerous great defensive midfielders till now. Casemiro, Xabi Alonso, Andre Pirlo to name a few, who have been absolutely amazing and fun to watch. But one player who was different and has always stood out from the rest is Sergio Busquets. He redefined a role playing in two teams that shifted the paradigm and changed the way people think about defensive midfielders. Busquets is an anti-stat. Although he had begun his career as a forward, coming on to score on his debut for Barcelona B, but as a senior player he didn't dribble, didn't score goals, 20 in total maybe, and didn't even provide assists. He was a defensive midfielder who did not defend. He was not about heroic tackles, preferring to step out than dive in. He wasn't a great athlete and didn't look like one. He didn't cover countless kilometers and he didn't move fast. But how can someone be regarded as one of the best if he's not able to do any of these things? Let's dive deep into it to know how Busquets became one of the best midfielder of all time. Like his younger brother Aitor, Sergio began kicking a ball as soon as he could walk, surrounded by the game and father that was professional at the most elite of levels. Representing local teams Bardia and Barbaria Andalusia, Busi was never built or moved quite like a natural athlete. Picked up by UE Lleida at the age of 11 and travelling to training and games with his father, Sergio felt the pressures of his dad's shadow and the lanky teen ultimately failed to impress. After spending 4 years with the club's academy, he was released at the age of 16, described as awkward and too slow to make it at such a high level. Not giving up the game completely, Busquets went to play with amateurs Yabac Teresa, the hometown club of Xavi Hernandez. The midfield maestro dominated games in the middle of Yabac's midfield until word crept through to La Masia that there was someone who needed attention. Hey, by the way, I work really hard on these videos and it would be really great if you just like the video and subscribe to my channel. Sergio Busquets was already a known name around FC Barcelona, as his father was working with the club's coaching staff from 2002, and when Xavi began to gush about the young man's football intelligence level, daring and brave nature when in possession, Busquets was invited to train with Barcelona's juvenile B team in the summer of 2005. He made his first team debut against Racing Santander in September 2008. Around 720 games ago, the Racing coach later admitted that he didn't know much about him. Actually, almost no one did, except Pep Guardiola. He fell in love with Busquets and was more than eager to slot him into the position known as the pivot, that sits between the defense and the midfield. The said role was introduced to the world by Johan Cruyff. Cruyff spoke on his admiration of Sergio Busquets. Positionally, he seems like a veteran with or without the ball. With the ball, he makes what is difficult look easy. Without the ball, he gives us a lesson, that of being in the right place to intercept and running just to recover the ball. Bravery has various meanings in different footballing cultures. In some, a brave player means physically strong and willing to throw yourself headfirst into tackles that some wouldn't even dream of putting their foot into. In Spain, and specifically in the culture of FC Barcelona, there is no braver player on God's green planet than Sergio Busquets. Mr. Dependable, as called by everyone, is a football education to watch and was described as the octopus of Bardia by former coach Pep Guardiola, due to having outright control of games in several districts of the field and using his intelligence to manipulate opponents into believing they had cornered him before leaving them devastated with an effortless mirage of footwork or executing a killer pass, subsequently throwing players off balance by using his upper body to telegraph a move in the complete opposite direction. He hasn't scored many goals or given many assists, just a few, but that is the beauty of Busquets. He does not need all of these to show his quality. This is remarkable because in an age where players are just only on the stats, where pundits are obsessed with goals and assists, Busquets made a name for himself. Nonetheless, putting what Sergio Busquets does into numbers would be the biggest injustice that you could insult the man with. Dozens of midfielders have been in and out of both Barcelona and Spain midfield. Yet, Busquets remained a permanent fixture, part of the furniture in a pivotal role that keeps his team ticking. If we look into the trophy cabinet, we will see every trophy present there. He has won 9 La Liga titles, 7 Copa del Rey titles, 4 UEFA Champions League titles and the FIFA Club World Cup 3 times. He has also won the UEFA European Championship with Spain in 2012 and the FIFA World Cup in 2010. He has completed football and there is no trophy left for him to win. A team that had Iniesta, Xavi, Lionel Messi, David Villa, Gerard Piqué, Carlos Puyol, Luis Suarez and Neymar. No one would notice Busquets. But that was fine by him. Just like a silent conductor, he would continue to contribute to the team without wanting any kind of praise or recognition. At a time when many questioned what he was doing in the team, Vicente Del Bosque declared, "If I could be a player now, I'd like to be like Busquets." Coaches and teammates embraced him, Johan Cruyff calling him a gift, Guardiola priceless. Being a pivot is more about being tactically astute than physically dominant. Thinking, calculating, offering solutions defensively and offensively, controlling everything. These were the words of Luis Enrique when asked about Busquets. Timing was always Sergio Busquets' greatest gift, and now he has decided it is time to go. It wasn't an easy decision, but the moment has come, said the Barcelona legend. Recently, Busquets has won his 9th La Liga title, which will also be his last. Xavi, meanwhile, kept calling him fundamental, and even now tried to convince him to continue right till the end. But if there's one thing that Busquets has always known, it was when to let go. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.